Hi Jack.
Hello mate.
How are you today?
Very well mate, how are you?
I am very well, because could you believe it? 10 years and it's finally here.
10 long years.
I have waited I've waited 10 years.
10 actual years.
And I mean, I was so happy when it came out.
It was so good.
So good.
So good.
It was the best thing I've ever paid for in my life.
It's up there. It's up there.
I mean, the beards look great.
It's class.
When he has the kid and then he fights the army, and then when he gets his axe made, I mean, that's awesome. And then when he kills Odin, and he batters the dragon, and you're like, Kratos, man, you're so cool.
I thought you were on about Infinity War.
Infinity War?
The new Marvel film that come out like yesterday.
Oh yeah, that was alright. Yeah. You want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Huh.
There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people.
To see if we could become something more.
So when they needed us, we could fight the battles
that they never could.
Avengers Infinity War is the latest film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and acts as a culmination of all the hard work over the last 10 years. Almost all the heroes we've seen so far appear and have to work together in order to stop a big bad purple alien named Thanos from collecting a bunch of shiny stones and doing some real bad stuff. Okay, that was awkward.
Roll.
You want to talk about Marvel's new film then, yeah? This review is going to be super safe on spoilers because we don't want to be putting a GIF and spread around the internet and be those dickheads that spoil Infinity War.
Yeah, it's going to be a real short review, just super clean. You're safe to watch it with no spoilers.
Considering this has also been 10 years in the making, is this 18 films and then this? So this is the 19th film?
This is... I've got 19 films including this.
The
one,
19th film.
19th.
You know what? Taking that into account, it's pretty good, isn't it?
It's a very good film. A little bit too long, if you ask me.
I thought it was the right length.
But
was it about 2.5 hours?
2.5, yeah. But at the end of the day, it's just to take all the branding off it. It's a Marvel film.
If you like Marvel films, you will love this film. If you don't like Marvel films, you'll probably still like it because it's a good film. But having said that, if you don't like Marvel films and you watch this and you haven't watched all the others up until this point, you will not know what's going on. All the other 18 films have been leading to this point. So unless you've seen at least half of them, specifically Thor Ragnarok, you need to see Black Panther.
Oh yeah, if you're looking for a quick fix to get the new Infinity War
up to date,
yeah, the up to date ones. You're looking at Thor, Black Panther. You're looking at Homecoming.
Yeah, you need to know Spider-Man. Doctor Strange, you need to know because otherwise you'll be like, where's the wizard?
Civil War.
Civil War, you definitely need to know.
Yep.
Is that it? That'd probably get you up to date, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, and Guardians.
Guardians, of course, yeah.
There's a lot of space stuff.
Yeah, they're knocking about up there from the majority of the film. Really. It kind of switches back and forth, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Like without giving too much away straight away.
Yeah, this film takes place all over the shop.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
We have a hell of a lot of characters because pretty much everyone is in this, except a few that we won't mention. But nearly everyone's in this, and everyone is doing something. That's what I thought they did really well. the fact that you've got so many characters and everyone gets their 5 minutes.
Everyone's got a role, you know. Everyone's done their worth really in this film. I think the characters get more time than others.
Some,
i.e., the Thor Cap ratio.
The end is near.
Thor was almost the start of the show. This.
almost, yeah. But I think that's possibly because this comes straight off the back of Ragnarok.
Yeah, that's true.
This is very much
It follows
into
straight on, doesn't it, really?
space, gods, craziness, and Thor's one of those crazy characters. Captain America is just a guy, so when you have space giants with magic superpower rings or gloves and stones, there's not particularly a lot he can do.
I think you're
Film looks great. Everyone looks great. I mean,
Can we talk a little bit, speaking of everyone looks great, of Thor's arms?
he's massive. I tried to work out.
gotta be
I look
seen.
like a puny ant.
That's got to be CGI.
I don't think it
They've
is.
got to buff his arms up a
Chris
little bit.
Hemsworth is humongous.
Ridiculous.
And there's that scene. There's a point. I think it's in the trailers, and if it is, I'll put it here so you know what I'm talking about. Where he purposely does this pose,
Yeah, yeah.
and he's like, "What the? No wonder you can kick ass." Jesus.
Me and you go to the gym every day.
That's my goal, Chris Hemsworth. You are
It's
goals.
never going to happen.
Oh, it's not physically possible.
It's not possible. He's got the biggest. He's in contention with Hulk in that
He
film.
looks like an actual god. Fair play.
Yeah, he smashed it. Arms day every day.
Yeah, arm day every day.
Let's talk about Gauntlet Boy for a bit. Thanos.
Yeah,
I think he looks great.
he looks great.
I think the majority of the budget of the CGI has gone on his face.
Yes, because a lot of Thanos looks great all the time, but some of the CGI is a bit wonky.
But as far as bad guys go, we don't really know a lot, really, is there? There's no sort of backstory, like, we don't know. For all we know, he's just some alien who's got a gauntlet and thought, oh, if I get all the stones and put them in this glove, I can be really powerful. You know what I mean?
No, he's been in like 5 of them.
Yeah, but not like kicking ass.
Yeah,
Like,
but
it'd be post credits.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, he is the big bad guy though, isn't he? He's been behind the scenes in everything that's gone wrong. Either him or Tony Stark have been the main reasons for everything. Because if it isn't Iron Man being an idiot, it's been Thanos.
Thanos. Yeah, but what I'm saying is you don't get to see him, or you don't get to see his backstory.
No, he's well, you're kind of doing this a bit.
In this film?
Yeah.
Yeah. But only in this sort of film. He seemed to have, for me, he sort of seemed to have cropped up, not out of nowhere, because obviously, like you say, he's obviously behind all the other attacks and stuff like that, but I don't know, I'd like to know a bit more about him, to be honest.
Well, I think we will. Because the effects of this are going to at least have repercussions in the next couple of films. I'll just say that. We won't do spoilers because it's really hard to talk about this film in any detail without spoilers, because everyone is off doing their own thing. Everyone has something to do, so you can't really talk about anyone without giving away the plot of the film. And I think the plot of the film is probably the strong point, because most of these Marvel films for me have been so similar, whereas this is finally the one where it's like, boom, the stakes.
Yeah, I think the stakes are super high in this film.
Like, we're not messing about anymore. This isn't about the heroes. This is more about Thanos and how are you going to stop him.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I think he actually has the most screen time out of everyone.
He does. And deservedly so. I like him a lot.
I like him, yeah. He's a good character.
He's a villain I can get, I can warm to. In this, sort of, they keep on a Marvel track whereas the powers that they seem to have sort of changes to suit the plot of the film.
Yeah, that's one issue I have with it. There's plenty of points throughout the film where characters become more or less powerful depending what situation they're in, just because the story wants it to happen.
That's what I mean.
I mean, like, without giving it away, Thanos at some points could just downright kill people, and he doesn't.
Easily.
And he sometimes is like he's not trying his hardest, and you're like, why? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It's confusing,
and
but it happens with all of them.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I mean. You'll see some of the heroes beating the shit out of someone.
Yeah.
And then it'll come against, I don't know, Thanos or one of his minions.
Yeah.
And it's like,
he's
battered. I think it's an enjoyable film. Definitely recommended. But they try so hard to sort of get you like involved and sort of engrossed in the film, and I just didn't feel that, to be honest. I come away from the film feeling a bit like underwhelmed, to be honest.
In parts I did as well. I think for me it was because they've got such a big cast of characters. I think they've done a really good job of getting everyone in and giving them actual useful stuff to do. Unlike Star Wars, Finn and
Ray.
No, Ray.
Oh, Rose, sorry.
Finn and Rose, yeah, useless. But at least this, everyone has something to do, and it's not a waste of time.
Yeah, they're there for a reason.
But the trouble is, no one particularly gets a lot to do. Oh, I like this guy. Oh, I don't care for. Oh, I like this guy. Oh, I don't care for. Oh, I like good. Oh, you know what I mean? It was a roller coaster because we're constantly switching back and forth between all the characters, and I'm like, some I don't care for, but they've got to put them in, so I'm like, eh.
This is what I mean. This is why I was very underwhelmed, because I couldn't. Maybe there was too many characters in there.
If anything, there's too many. Yeah.
Because you can't feel like the second you feel like you're getting into them and you sort of know them,
it's off to someone else.
It's switched to someone else. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, what they do, and then it's restarting it all over again. It's like, hang on, you got to think what he's there for, what's he doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to get in.
This is
the mind frame.
Full on.
It is full on.
It is full on from the second you set go. It goes straight into the plot, and right until the 2.5, 3 hour, whatever run point it is. It's a long film. It is non-stop. Boom, 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 boom. This film itself could have been 2 films.
Yeah, it could have, yeah.
Really? I mean,
it is literally like bam, 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 bam. You know what I mean? It's stuff's happening all over the game.
I mean, I like that because it kept me engrossed, but I can see why it is quite hard to follow.
Yeah.
If you're not a Marvel fan, you won't know what the hell is going on.
Yeah. Favourite terminology is brain candy, and you can just sit there and watch all the, all the shooting and all the explosions going on, because there's a lot of action in it.
It is action heavy, yeah.
Very action heavy. So, you can sit in there and not really pay attention to the plot if you're not a Marvel fan and just watch the pretty fireworks.
Yeah, if you're not that bothered about the plot, there's some good action in it. I think the best writing is probably the action set pieces and getting them to fight and why they fight. Some of the story stuff, like the love and the proper themes of like humanity and togetherness and sacrifice, for me they fall a bit flat.
Yeah,
the writing's not the best. I have to remember that Marvel films aren't particularly made for us. They're made for kids and they're made to sell toys.
No, yeah, we're mid-20s now. You know what I mean? We're getting on now.
Yeah, for comic book films, really.
Comic book films, yeah.
I mean, this is one of the better ones. I wouldn't say I like to nitpick, but this is one of those films where you have to not... If you start to chip away at the logic, the whole thing starts to fall apart, so don't.
And you're like, hang on, well, if this does this, what happens with this? Where's this come from? What's happened with this?
Yeah.
It starts to fall apart quite quickly, doesn't it?
Yeah, but most films do. I mean, to be fair, when you've got a film of this scale with that many characters, it's evidently going to happen. There are 1 or 2 points that we won't go into, but we will on a separate video, which will be coming soon.
It's just pure question.
That are just like, wow, this is bad writing.
Yeah.
Is it worth a watch or not?
Definitely worth a watch. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. It's one of the good ones.
Especially if you're a Marvel fan. Definitely go and watch it. Even if you're not a Marvel fan, go and watch it anyway. Like I say, you can enjoy it without even really understanding it. Just go and enjoy the visuals. Because they've smashed it, to be fair. They've spent a shitload of money on it.
Yeah.
They've got
it looks good.
All your favourite characters in there. There's literally something for everyone in there. So just go and watch.
Unless you're old like my dad, because it'll probably give you a headache.
Yeah, don't do that. If you enjoyed this short review on Avengers, there will be a new video coming soon with full spoilers. We've gone super safe with this one, so there will be another one with full spoilers. Leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more of us. Catch us on Twitter, @AThoughts on Twitter. Catch us on Instagram, Average Thoughtsgram. Facebook, Average Thoughts. Any one of them. Go and check us out.
What? Oh shit, scared to turn this off then. It's on, it's on. Can you imagine if the whole way through it was just...